boys!
Boy!
Holy shit!
Danny S.
Oh, mate, I've been looking for some friends to hang out with all week. I've had a fucking shit of a
Got
time.
one just here.
It's Putu! It's Putu! Holy shit!
How you going, mate?
Mate, I was just thinking about the old days, the 90s, and Heartbreak High in my youth, and here you are. It's like I've just manifested.
How fortunate is that?
Mate, look, welcome to the Walling Bar.
Cheers.
This is my new hangout.
Your new I know where the beers are.
What
you
are
want
you
one?
doing here? I just heard that some dude from the Fumes
hanging
was
out,
playing tonight, and I just
fat,
thought,
watching this incredibly talented musician.
how random, mate. There's so many shit places in Byron these days. The Walling Bar is the one place you can get fresh stone and wood, live music,
Cheers
and
to
good
that.
Cheers
times.
to that.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers to that.
Steve?
Boom.
What?
Cheers to that.
Hey, cheers.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Crank.
That'll work.
Wow. So, yeah. How you boys doing?
Very good. Nice
Yeah.
to be here on a Friday, Arvo, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
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 Man, it's been strange times. Planet Earth. Waiting for the aliens to arrive.
So
but,
am I. I have been all my life.
Already
Yeah.
did.
There you go.
In the meantime, there's enough characters around here to keep us interested, isn't there?
It
Yeah.
certainly is.
Well, there's a couple of aliens in this room, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reptilian shapeshifters.
Yeah.
Now, because I was thinking about Heartbreak High before, and seeing you, like, during this
Why?
lockdown, I've just had all this nostalgia going through my brain. Like,
Everybody always thinks about
it's
Heartbreak High.
nostalgia, right? This last sort of, since March, has been the most nostalgic time of my life in Byron Bay.
I can understand that. Everyone's been thinking about a lot of time to think on your hands, I
Yeah,
suppose.
and I just remembered a time in Byron when there was only one celebrity.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Me.
There was John Cornell and Alira.
There we
Well,
go.
no, there was sort of bigger fish than you.
John-
You
oh,
never
John
saw it.
Delvane and Putu.
Right.
And Putu, but Putu was the only one out in the wild, right?
Yeah.
And,
Wild it was.
And you're still out here in the wild.
Thank you,
You're still here, and cheers, mate. Still.
Cheers.
Amazing.
Thanks for
I might
sticking
add.
it
I'm
out.
lucky to be
you know?
alive, I reckon.
I mean-
Been amazing, I might add.
I tried to get, Thor in or Zac Efron. He was busy.
He's in town, I've heard.
Yeah, he's going through all the Insta models in Byron right now.
Is he really?
He's
on him.
powered through 'em.
Someone's got to do it. Fuck, I wish Instagram was
best
around in my
one.
day.
You missed out on that, didn't you?
I missed out on that whole
missed
thing.
out on
Facebook,
that.
Instagram. I'm still on it. I still do it, but it never gave me any
Yeah,
kudos.
you were doing the
or
models
pussy.
before there was Instagram, so...
Well, I think it takes a lot more skill to pull organically than it does, than with your Tinders and your
true.
online.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
But
You've
you
actually
really-
got to
yeah.
have something going for you instead of a six-pack and a
I
fucking
feel like
white
you've
tee.
cultivated this Putu kind of esque
Putu.
vibe. Well, there you go, Putu-esque vibe. Where does that name come from, by the way? That's my first question.
It's Bali, and I was born in Bali.
There you go. So let's
Yeah.
go back to the beginning.
Okay, sure.
You're born in Bali.
Born in Bali, 1976, New Year's Eve.
See, already.
In the,
Time to be
in, the,
alive.
in the back of a BMO. Yeah, 1976. I just got the last 7 hours of it, but I
already
imagine it was pretty
auspicious.
sick.
I feel like your whole life has had so many auspicious moments.
It
And that
has
is
had
the
a
first
few.
one.
It has
Born
had a
in
few.
Bali on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, in the back of a BMO, so the story goes. Yeah.
Transport?
Well, a BMO
Transport?
is a BMO is a three-wheeled car. It's like a tuk-tuk. They don't exist anymore for all of you. What are they called? What do they call the newest generation? We were Gen Xers.
Gen Z?
What do you call them?
Millennials.
Millennials. So all the millennials are tuk-tuk. Or
Yeah, I can't quite remember what millennial was. I thought it was like born in 2000, but maybe it was grew up in 2000.
What are we? Are we X?
we're X. We're all
X.
X. We're all X.
We're just
Which,
slipped through the
which
cracks.
not only does it sound cool, but it looks cool.
It's got its own...
Sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like there's a lot of people that have the kind of same sort of questions in my mind, and I know we're just at a bar catching up, and it seems a bit strange to be like a "this is your life" kind of thing.
Sure.
But
It is.
this is your
Fun
life.
fact. No, I won't. My great uncle bought the rights to This Is Your Life to Australia. So
Damien
there you go.
Lovelock?
Damien Lovelock's dad, Bill Lovelock.
Another
That's
auspicious
a fun
coincidence.
fact.
Isn't it a fun
Yeah,
fact?
that's
a fun thing.
I've actually got heaps of like the old This Is Your Life memorabilia shit not at my house, but in a place.
And you're
where
still
I keep
waiting
my
for the
things.
call up for the
Yeah,
official.
fuck yeah, I am.
Well, this is the audition.
This is,
Yeah,
yeah,
fully.
this is the run-through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The read through.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Putu, this is Putu.
There you go. I've waited till
been
now
calling-
to correct you on that.
It's been a long time.
I was waiting for
It's
it.
been 20 years you've been doing that. And I thought I'd pull him out.
pull me
We'll
up
be on
it.
television
But
one day together.
it's in my brain now. Yeah. I'll get it wrong. It's like learning French again for the first time, which I never learned. at
Learning
all.
anything.
So, how did you end up on Heartbreak High as Dennis?
Fuck, man, that's a funny story. I was living up here. I had dreadlocks. I stunk as shit. I was a raver. I went to dance parties, a duffer. In Sydney, they were called duffers. Up here, they were in Sydney, they were called ravers. Up here, they were duffers. I had dreadlocks. I didn't look well. Anyway, I went down to Sydney for a meeting with my mum, hang out with my mum, and I just by chance went along to an audition with her. She auditioned for a part. She got
Your
her
mum
part.
auditioned?
My mum did. My mum's an actress as well, or was an actress. To mum. Yeah,
Rest in
thank you.
peace, Mama Bear. Looking over you proudly.
Yeah. Anyway, so she went for an audition and I went for an audition with her just by chance. I wasn't meant to be auditioning on the day.
It was just like bring your son to audition day.
Something like that. Bring your son to school, or like bring your parents to school.
Yeah.
That makes
So
sense.
growing up with a mother as an actress, that must have rubbed off on you growing up.
It did, yeah, very much so.
So
Being
you're not
broke all the
traditionally.
time and I mean, like,
Yeah.
they don't make much money when they're not working, man.
Was she
so
like, do not what as I do, as I say, that kind of thing?
do as I didn't hear what you said.
Like, what is it? Like, she was
as
your
I
role
say, not
model.
as I do.
Do as I say. Not. Did she push you into acting, or you
yeah,
just?
that's what it means.
Yeah.
She didn't push me into acting at all. No, she wouldn't have. If she loved acting and it was her absolute dream and her passion and all of that sort of stuff. But she knew that it was a hard life when you weren't getting work. But for the first couple of years, I was getting work. So she was beaming with pride, and then the move to Byron came, and the wheels kind of fell off that, if you like, of my career in.
So you left Heartbreak High?
I left Heartbreak High.
Was that a mutual thing?
The day
or
I
you-
became principal.
They wrote Dennis
Yeah,
out.
no, I never got written out. The day I became principal character, Ben Gannon, the producer of the show, walked on the set and said, "Right, that's enough. We're canning the show, and that's the end of it."
Right.
The BBC stopped paying today. The day you have become the most important. So that was a hell of a hit.
But so just those 2 years, those heydays on Heartbreak High,
Yeah.
like what was it really like? What everybody would expect it to be like as a
I
TV
don't know.
star?
What did you expect it to be like? Yeah, it was.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just like
My girlfriend might be
the
watching.
adulation, you know, with the groupies.
You should have had a spin-off though. Like, should have been.
Dennis does
Dennis
this.
the Menace. Well, you've been Dennis the Menace in Byron
That's
since
the last
then.
thing
So.
you would have wanted to have seen. But thank you for that.
I would
Thank
have
you for
watched
that.
it.
The first thing I did when I left Heartbreak was actually move in with Steve. About 3
Yeah,
or
we
4.
should have had cameras on us then, huh?
Yeah, fucking hell.
Speaking of your mother, I'm pretty sure she caught me watching a porno one night. I didn't know she was there.
Yeah,
And
she
the
was
rest
watching you
that
for a
goes
while,
with the
was
porno.
she?
She wasn't
she's
in it,
caught
was she?
me.
Because she was. I know actresses.
When you speak of your mum,
Actresses take these sort of
I
roles,
remember that.
you know? Yeah.
Pretty sure she got me, eh?
She probably did. Where was that? At the Newport house?
Subject B.
Subject B.
Subject B.
Right. We lived in a house in Newport together that was called 17A Ocean Street. Not to put any hate mail there to 17A Ocean Street in Newport, but anyway, there was a 17B, and the guy in it was a really sketchy looking old dude, and he fucking hated us, so we called
I
him
can imagine.
Subject.
Oh, he
we
hated
were
us
horrible
for
to him.
good damn
We called him
reason.
Subject B, and he copped a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But that was straight after.
So did
Heartbreak,
you leave?
anyway.
Did you guys both leave Sydney because of you'd burnt your bridges in Sydney, and you thought Byron was some fresh pastures to sort of
Big fish, little pond.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you thought like I can be a big fish in a small pond in Byron.
I could be. Well, that's what I said.
Yeah, okay.
Little fish, big pond, Sydney. Big fish, little pond.
Pioneered your way up here.
It's
a very small one.
aquarium.
Easy roots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that brings us up to Byron. What year did you move to Byron from Sydney?
I was living in Byron when I did the audition of Heartbreak.
Right, yep.
In the building where Targa is now, there was a 2-story Queenslander there. I don't know if you remember it. You guys might remember it.
Yeah.
Right. And
I grew
that
up
was
across the road.
Oh, did you? Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, did you? I didn't know that.
Yes, I remember
You were
that
my
house
fucking
well.
neighbour.
I remember that house.
Right, well, remember it had TPs and Bedford cars and all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
There was something like, I'm not bullshitting, there was something like 31 people living in that house, right,
Yeah.
all paying rent,
Yeah.
and the rent was only $150 a week or something.
Between 31 people.
And no one
All
ever
the
paid
rock and
anything.
roll.
It was like no one fucking paid anything.
The good old days.
Yeah, they were great.
The good old days of the rock and roll where there was no work for the doll.
got
It was
raided
literally
once
just
a week.
put a form in once a week and
Yeah.
that was it. You're just
No, once a fortnight.
once a fortnight.
Yeah,
And you can live off that easy back
Remember
then.
when
can't
they
you?
built the Centrelink and everybody was up in arms about it because it cost so much, and the big Centrelink that's not even there anymore. So that's
there
that's the
anymore.
way of this town. That's how fucked this town is. It doesn't even have a Centrelink in it.
Well,
Oh,